I'm Jeff Hogan, 10 TV Eyewitness Sports and Wall-to-Wall Sports. You're watching WGLH TV.
There have been a number of changes made here at Gahanna Lincoln High School. These changes include not only physical, but staff member changes as well. Hi, I'm Colton Bosaw.
I'm Sydney Cannon.
And I'm Austin Barrick, and we'd like to welcome you to the first edition of WGLH TV for the 2016-2017 season.
It's always surprising how fast summer goes by. It feels like we just got out of school last year.
I know. I can't believe I'm already a senior.
I can't believe you're a senior either.
Thanks, Austin.
Oh, I didn't mean it that way. It just feels like school goes so quickly.
Some staff members really did just start a few weeks ago. There were a few that retired and a few that are trying something different.
This school is so large, it is not only intimidating for students, but new staff members as well.
It takes a little time to get used to a new school year and finding your way around a large campus.
Mylan Jackson talked to a few staff members about their experiences around the high school.
New teachers are kind of a rare commodity here at Gahanna, so I got really excited when I heard there were a few this year. One new teacher is Mrs. Palmer, which is very interesting because even though having multiple years of experience in the teaching field, this is our first licensed teaching job. She has a lot to say about that.
This is my first year teaching actually as a licensed teacher, but I have been in informal science education for probably about 25 years. I was a outdoor educator, and then I worked at COSI on the faculty there for a long, long time. But this is my first year as a licensed classroom teacher.
I also asked her how she felt about Gahanna as a school district.
I really like Gahanna. I actually sought out the school district when I was looking for jobs because of its reputation of teachers collaborating together and the students working well together, and I found all of that to be true. So I really like working at Gahanna Lincoln. The size of the school is really big, but it gives a lot of opportunity for the students and for us as teachers too.
Why do you need this film?
The new teacher is Miss Harris. Even though she's been around for a year, she's still considered pretty new. I asked Miss Harris how she felt about her time at Gahanna.
You know, it's great so far. You guys have a great student body here. A lot of great learners that I have this year. It's off to a good start.
I also asked Miss Harris if she had any advice for aspiring teachers.
The advice that I have for aspiring teachers is that it's about the kids. You have to stay focused on the cause. You have to really love the kids and love what you do, or you won't really be able to come in every day. So it's about the kids and to keep that passion going that you have for them.
And now, maybe if you see any of these teachers, you can stop by and say hello. This has been Mylan Jackson reporting for WGLH TV.
A program that has been here at Gahanna since the early 1970s is the Marketing Education Program, also known as DECA. It has won many awards at the state, local, national, and international levels.
Colton Bosaw talked to some teachers from this year about their goals and what projects they're working on this year.
Yes, I did.
That's not much stuff. What? That's not much stuff. It's facts.
DECA, or as the acronym is Distributive Education Clubs of America, is a class that helps out in marketing education. DECA is a class here at Gahanna Lincoln High School that students can take as a senior. It gives an opportunity for students to learn business to see if they want to go into it as a college major.
Yeah. That was such a quiet pop. It's very.
I talked to a couple students about why they chose DECA.
So I chose to take DECA because I'm really interested in a marketing career, and I thought that this would be the best way to see if I was interested in pursuing it in later education.
The class was taught and supervised by teacher Mr. Lynn.
My favorite thing about DECA so far is how relaxed the class is, but we're getting a lot of stuff done. Just really hands-on learning, and there's nothing like the experience of actually getting to work in a store versus like sitting and looking at textbooks all the time.
The one thing that I really wanted to take this class was because it's really independent based, and you learn a lot. Like, it's really real world and all business oriented, which I want to go into. Like, we run the paw print back there, and Mr. Lynch basically, he lets us do it all on our own. Like, all the decisions we make are on our own, and it's just a really good learning experience.
It's over there on the thing, but the sides aren't on it.
Come support Gahanna DECA by buying stuff at the school store. This has been Colton Bosaw reporting for WGLH TV.
The members of the theater class are always working on a show performance coming up. This year's fall show, Almost Maine, is set to begin in a few days. The older students are helping the younger students in a special audition clinic coming up. Cindy Cannon takes us to more.
Students who are auditioning for the fall play, Almost Maine, get help preparing at the audition clinic Tuesday, September 7th. The members of Performance Studio break off into groups to help these students. They work on how to enter an audition, stage presence,
you are so bad and you're not.
The monologues they have to prepare, and how to end the audition with a big smile and thank you to the directors. I have Camille Mancuso to talk about this helpful clinic.
Stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. We break off into groups and we work on people's audition pieces, their scenes, their monologues. We give each other feedback. The PS members will give feedback to all of them.
Not only are students getting help from the PS members, but their peers as well.
They go from like read, he does it, does he? Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's a very positive environment with lots of constructive criticism. Next, I talked to Kaylee Deagle, a Performance Studio member.
Basically, we told them when they come into our audition how they should be acting, how they should be dressed, and then they did our monologues that they had, either prepared or not prepared for us, and we gave them critiques and criticism to make it better so they feel more prepared for audition day.
Auditions are a big deal, and preparation for it is crucial. These students are obviously working very hard for their auditions. Better start working on mine. This has been Sydney Cannon with WGLH TV. The members of the Gahanna Marching Band have been working all summer to work on their halftime show. Some members that get overlooked are the members of the Color Guard. They work on very difficult flag routines that help make the halftime show more memorable. Danny Kosick has the scoop.
Color Guard is a great organization where girls can meet new friends while doing something athletic and fun. Color Guard is an essential part to the band, and I don't know what we would do without them.
The football team has so many different people to cheer them on. From the student section to the cheerleaders to the bands, everyone is there to support their team. One of these groups is Color Guard. They're a very important part of the band, and they add a completely different aspect, which is dancing. Not only do they just dance, but they dance with flags and add some acrobatics in too. This year they will be adding some new equipment on top of those flags. Rachel Shannon told me more.
Foot poles, and we use bungees. We also use some ribbons, and this year something new we're getting is rifles. Those are on the field for our Les Mis show, and it's very exciting. So yeah.
The Color Guard girls are in for quite a fun year, filled with friendship and teamwork. The Color Guard girls are best friends on and off the field, and they also have a great love for their coach. Claire Varney told me what she loves most about Color Guard.
And it's just really fun. You get to make a lot of new friends, and our coach is amazing. We have practices pretty much every single day of the week, and so we practice like our routines, like for every single song that the band's going to be playing.
These girls sure do practice a lot. They need to practice all of their beautiful moves for the game. Color Guard works so hard all throughout the season, during games and practices, and they hope to keep it that way during this season. They also hope to make their teammates proud and their coach proud by performing great at every single performance. I know I couldn't perform as well as they do in front of that big crowd, and they do a great job of looking confident with their band. Color Guard is a great organization that all girls should try to join. This has been Danny Kosick for WGLH TV.
In order for the freshmen to have a smooth transition into high school, Gahanna hosts a special Freshman Day. This gives a chance for students to meet each other and find their way around the school in a less stressful setting. Jonathan Mays has more.
Oh, GLHS. Being Gahanna's only high school, this building is big, to say the least. Campus encompassing a total of 38 acres and a student body of more than 2,000, navigating the hallways on any given day can be a difficult task, even for the most experienced. For freshmen coming to the school for the first time, this only adds to the list of anxieties they already have, starting at a brand new school.
I was nervous about freshman day. I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was going to be really hard.
I was a little nervous, but excited at the same time. And I was anxious, kind of, just to get back to school and see my friends.
However, freshmen get a chance to wash all those anxieties away at the school's annual Freshman Only Day at the beginning of the school year, where only freshmen come on the first day of school to get used to the change in scenery.
I am Betsy Morrison, and I am the leader of Link Crew here at the high school. And so we're in charge of Freshman Day, and we plan Freshman Day through a program that we've affiliated with through the Boomerang Project. So we start with a giant freshman assembly with the entire class in the gym, kind of making them get to know each other, kind of get out of their comfort zone a little bit. And then we send them off into small groups where they work with 2 to 3 upperclassmen in a small group setting and really get to know that small group, kind of break the ice, maybe have a few familiar faces in the hall when school starts the next day.
During the assembly, the freshmen got a chance to meet and hear from several different speakers, including GLHS's own principal, Mr. Bobby Dodd, as well as the school's Lionettes dance team and the cheerleading squad. The freshmen also got to experience several team-building games. Once in their small groups, the freshmen got a chance to play some games as well as talk with their Link Crew leaders about tips for high school.
The GPA starts over every year, but in high school it builds. So like after your freshman year, your GPA will be the same your sophomore year. So you want to keep it solid.
For freshmen, entering this building can be stressful, but for the class of 2020, as well as future classes, Freshman Day will help ease, if not erase, those fears. Reporting for WGLH TV, this has been Jonathan.
In order to help students form new relationships, the school sponsored a freshman tailgate before one of the football games. Jared White talked to them about how it was going.
The freshman tailgate was a get-together for the GLHS class of 2020 kids, and it happened before Gahanna's football game in Week 2 against Westerville South. Ninth graders were able to hang out with their closest friends, eat free food, and listen to music. Cornhole and Can Jam are just some of the tailgate games that were provided by the GLHS staff. I got the opportunity to talk to one of the freshmen about what they enjoyed the most about freshman tailgate.
My favorite part about the tailgate was probably hanging out with my friends and free food and having fun and playing games.
Mrs. Morrison, Mr. Banks, and Mr. Galliardo were in charge of this event to make sure that students had a great time and start to the school year. Some parents volunteered to help make food and bring snacks so there would be plenty of food for anyone who stopped by and had a good time. Even though it is called Freshman Tailgate, there were kids of all ages here having a good time and eating the food, including one of our own, Josh Russell.
Even though I wasn't a freshman, I was still able to go to the freshman tailgate. It was a lot of fun. I was able to have dinner before the game, which was really nice. They're very welcoming, and I had a lot of fun playing games with them, and it was just a great time and a great planned program.
PA system and speakers kept the students dancing and feeling loose throughout the afternoon. Even though they're just now starting this kind of tradition, they're going to keep doing it years on to hope that the freshmen keep getting a better experience going into the high school.
As you can see, the freshman tailgate is a great way for freshmen to get comfortable to the high school experience and create new friends. This has been Jared White reporting for WGLH TV.
An experience no small city should ever have to endure is what happened in Flint, Michigan in their water supply.
In order to lend a helping hand, the members of Student Council held a water drive to collect water for the people in Flint. Camille Mancuso has an in-depth report.
Members of the city of Flint, Michigan have been struggling with a water crisis, so students of Gahanna Lincoln High School Student Council decided to help out.
Basically, one of the students, Streaker, set it up, and it's to donate cases of water to Flint, Michigan because of the water crisis, and the support is kind of wavering for them, so that's why we did it.
Food trucks and games were at this Flint Water Drive, making it Student Council's first big event of the year. The Gahanna Lincoln High School cheerleaders were at the Flint Water Drive, hoping to make a difference and get people involved. Students of all grades donated multiple packs of water to help out the residents of Flint, Michigan. Even the GLH's orchestra was there to get students excited about this event. I talked to some students about why they donated to the Flint Water Drive.
I thought it was a good cause, and it also helps with government credit, so that's always a plus too.
We knew that we're so close to Michigan, and as community members and as decent people, it's our job to help them out and to help them get to a place where they can have safe water to drink.
Events like the Flint Water Drive show once again that students of Gahanna Lincoln High School are always ready to help each other out in a time of need. Reporting for WGLH TV, this has been Camille Mancuso.
A way that members of Gahanna Lincoln High School that have been helping out in the community for over the past 30 years is by hosting a biannual blood drive. Every student who donates blood has the ability to save at least 3 lives. Colin Strait takes us to the blood drive.
One very well-known event here at GLHS is the Fall Blood Drive. This is a very important day where many lives are saved and people can help out the community. Students who are in government can use events like this to help them with their 6 needed community service acts to pass the class. All seniors are allowed to do this, but a blood test will be taken prior to them giving blood. I talked to student Taylor Nisbet about what working this event is like and why the blood drive is important.
The annual Fall Blood Drive, this thing is really important to our community because it's just pretty much us giving back to the community, and this isn't really required for government, but it's an option for you to be able to get a credit for it, and I can't give blood today, but I'm helping volunteers.
After students give blood, due to the fact that they are low in sugar, many go to the canteen and eat cookies, chips, juice, and water. These snacks are brought in by students who are also trying to get more credits for the U.S. government class. I talked to well-known government teacher, Mr. Marshall, about the blood drive and how GLHS compares to other schools throughout the Central Ohio.
200 students will donate blood today. We've been doing this longer than I've been here, and I've been here for 20 years, and we have won first place in about 21 straight years. So our kids always come through. They do an excellent job, and we're kind of well known with the Red Cross for donating. The important thing though is that it saves lives. For every unit that we receive, 3 lives to be saved. So it's really appreciative that our students do this for as a community member.
As you can see, the annual fall blood drive here at GLHS is very important to the community. Until next time, this has been Colin Strait reporting for WGLH TV.
One student that works hard each and every day to help make our school and community a better place is Josh Odie. Max Driver introduces us to Josh.
One of our hard-working student athletes here at Gahanna Lincoln High School is Josh Odie. Josh has a lot to balance throughout his day. Whether it is school, baseball, or work, he is constantly on the go.
Yes, Dewey!
Josh has great leadership skills and is working hard to make himself better. Josh has been a starting third baseman here at Gahanna Lincoln High School for the baseball team for the past year now. Right now, the baseball team is in fall workouts.
Boy, Jackson.
The third basemen go through many drills throughout practice. These are some of the other third basemen that he works with throughout practice. Here we go.
He's just a guy who's focused on getting better. He's a team player, so, I mean, for about 2 years, even in the program, he didn't really have a spot, a position. He just kept fighting for it and ended up beating out other guys for the third base spot during his junior season, and now he's going into his senior year with that on lockdown. As his teacher, I see a lot of the same things. He's the kid who's always asking questions. You know, I think he missed 1 point on a quiz the other day, and he kept coming back and saying, hey, do you think I'm ready for the test? Do you really think I've got it? And it's not because he's unsure, it's because he wants to make sure he's got it all. And so I really appreciate that about Josh.
He also balances a job along with his schoolwork and baseball. Come out and watch Josh this season as the Gahanna Lincoln baseball team tries to make another deep state run. This has been Max Driver reporting for WGLH TV.
Josh certainly has the balance of very heavy load. A group of students who also works very hard here at Gahanna are our athletes.
Speaking of athletes, do you have a sports report for us, Austin?
You best believe I do, Sydney. First, the boys soccer team hopes to continue their tradition of success in the OCC. Josh Russell talks to them about how their season is going.
The boys soccer team worked really hard to train for this season. Junior Ryan Taylor is a goalie on the varsity team. The boys worked on a shooting drill where they put 2 goals within 20 yards of each other. The boys put a lot of effort into training each day, and they hope that can convert to victories on the field. Sam Polonia is a junior and captain. He's starting this year at the number 10 role in the midfield. The varsity team has not had a lot of success on the field. They've taken many positives that they hope will help them in future matches. Gahanna has a rich soccer history, and the boys hope that they can continue the 12-year streak of winning the OCCs. Junior Jordan Folk talks to us about what he likes about playing soccer.
The best part about playing soccer is by far just having a grand time with your team, just going in there, getting to be a man and doing what boys do, messing people up, just going in there and body them, growing as a team, and just success.
Junior Imad Faki talks about how the team works together.
We've kind of started off a little slow. It's a young team. We've been building chemistry. Our goals are still intact, though, trying to win the OCCs, keep the streak alive, and also make it to district finals.
Coach Kovac, a teacher at the high school, talks to the varsity team about his goals and expectations for their upcoming game. The boys' varsity soccer team works hard in every match and tries to take what they learn in practice and use it in every game. The team has a lot of underclassmen on it, and they hope that they could utilize their abilities to have success in the next few years.
1, 2, 3, light!
You can come out and support the Gahanna boys soccer team on this field on Tuesdays and Thursday nights with me. For now, it has been Josh Russell reporting for WGLH TV.
The girls' soccer team is building on their progress from last year. I will take you to a recent game. The girls' soccer team has had a fiery start to this season, starting with an undefeated record of 6-0-1. Led by junior captain Kaylee Hensley and senior captain Morgan Marquez, the Lions' future sure looks promising. The Lions start the year with a new coach, but they're still going strong. I attended their game against Hilliard to see what they could do. After the first half, the score was still tied, with the Lions still pushing strong. At the end of the game, it was a draw, but they're still happy with their undefeated record. I talked with senior Lindsay Stamus about what she's looking for from her team this season.
So far in this season, we've been doing really well. We started off with a new coach, so we were kind of just
testing the waters to see what would happen. We have a lot of new talent that are coming in. We have 3 freshmen that start, and they're really a great asset to our team. We definitely have the talent to go far, and our coach really pushes us and keeps the state title in our mind. So every single game we just play to win, and I think we're going to do great this season.
The team receives lots of support from the student body. Many of our students like to come out to the games and help support the girls. I talked with the one and only Miles Williams about why he likes coming to these games.
All right, I love supporting them and stuff. You know, they're sweet. You know, they work hard, and they're gonna win OCCs. Let's go! Let's go!
And with fans like Miles who come to the games, the girls feel very supported and appreciated by the student body. So if you want to come out and support the girls, their next game is Thursday, September 15th. Come out and support. Look at the camera.
So head out to one of the games and kick it with the girls team. This has been Austin Barrett reporting for WGLH TV.
The football team hopes to continue their success from last year. Cole Frazier will take you to their latest game.
The Gahanna Lions varsity football team season has just started. This season, the football team has lost all 11 of their starters from last year. The student section is at every game so that each player gets hyped to play. The football team is coached by a great and amazing coaching staff. I talked to the head coach, Coach Ward, as to what their expectations are for this season.
Our expectations don't change year by year. We expect to compete for the OCC title. We expect to be in the playoffs, and those are our expectations year in, year out, regardless of how many returning starters we have or what the outlook for the season is. We keep a high expectation around here, and I think that helps drive our team.
The cheerleaders are always at every game. They are there to make sure the crowd and the team stays pumped for the game. I talked to Coach Ward to see what they're excited about for the season.
This season we're excited because we'll have a whole new group of kids playing. For the last 2 years we've had the same group of guys basically playing. This year we lose all 11 starters from last year on offense. So, seeing this new group's progression, seeing the things that they will accomplish this year is exciting for us.
So come join me at Gahanna Lincoln High School for football Friday nights. This has been Cole Frazier reporting for WGLH TV.
And in other sports, the girls' soccer team tied Hilliard-Davidson 0-0, the boys' soccer team lost to Kanawha-Winchester 2-0, and the football team beat St. John's 62-0. And that's a wrap for sports here in Gahanna this week.
Thank you very much, Austin. Not only is it time to wrap up our sports, but also our show. Tune in next week when Connor Ingram takes us to the GLHS Fab Lab. Until then, this has been the Ice Cream Man, Colton Bosaw.
Sydney Cannon.
And Austin Barrick saying, be not simply good, be good for something.
Have a great week.
Cue. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I am
much. I am artistic.
I am kind.
I am captivating.
I am adventurous.
I am amazing.
I am creative.
I am lucky.
I'm funny.
I am loving.
I am cheerful.
I am friendly. I am fun.
I am so much more.
So much more. So much more. So much more than the average.